Thank you for your interest in Studio Titan America products. What we have here today is a Studio Titan America STA 01450 Med Spa package stand. And what we have compiled here is an 01450, and we've compiled it together with the 01451 bar, which is an accessory bar. And what we've added is we've added these three high quality lights, LED lights. These lights are color balanced to 5600K, and they have a 95 CRI. So they've got a pretty high color rendition index. And that's important because professional lights that are color balanced with a high CRI, they do not introduce other colors or hues of light. And this is important because in medical surgery applications where you want to take a picture of someone and you want the picture to be accurate, you need to have lights that are white. If the lights are a little bit yellow, then they're going to make your client's skin look a little bit yellow. If the lights are a little bit blue, they're going to make your client's skin look a little bit blue. So the objective here is to be true to life and to be as representative of what we're actually looking at as closely as possible. So this equipment allows you to do that. This configuration as well is a very good configuration for even lighting on the cheeks and the chin and the forehead, and creates really attractive catch lights in the eyes as well. So it's a really nice package. It's been put together specifically for clients that want to use an iPhone or an Android phone and do simple photography, do it quickly, but have a very high quality result. The other thing that a lot of people don't think about is that when they take a picture with a camera, they don't realize that what's happening is that they're vibrating the camera when they take a picture with the camera. So when you vibrate the camera, you shake the camera, and then the resolution or the picture becomes distorted. If you go closely, you'll see that the picture looks like a little bit shaky. The other situation that you have with doing handheld photography or taking pictures when you don't have a process is that you may take a picture where the camera's pointed a little bit downwards, a little bit upwards, or a little bit left or right. What happens when you do that is if the camera's pointed upwards, you kind of create a triangular image of your client. If it's pointed downwards, you kind of create an inverted triangular image. If it's skewed to the right, you might create a distorted image. If it's skewed to the left, you may create a distorted image of your client that way. So again, what's really important is the lighting, to make sure you're not creating a cast or a hue of light that's not there or shouldn't be there. It should be natural. And then the other thing is flatness of field. It's really important that when you take a picture of your client, that the camera is being held straight this way and straight that way to avoid introducing any perspective distortions. You do not want to make your client look like a cone or their cheeks to be puffy. So it's really important in this field that we take an accurate picture of what we're seeing. So let's go over the components. So what we have here is we've got the three LEDs with the mounts, and then we've got the 451 bar, we've got the all metal ball head, we've got a ball head level, and we've got the all metal iPhone or Android mount. So what we can do with this, let's say we bring it into a location. So we roll it in, and this is how we set it up. We bring it in, we push the brake plungers down, and we lock it in place. So now we've got a stable stand that's not moving around. We want to use the vertical carriage adjustment knob to change the vertical position of the stand to match your client's face. So basically, we're going to just lift it right now to bring it closer to us. I'm going to bring an iPhone, and let's do an example of taking a picture. So let's put it in. Okay, what we want to do to first calibrate it is we want to find the level app in our phone. So there's the level app. So we want to say level. So let's take the phone and let's mount it into the iPhone holder. What I like to do is to take the lenses and then put the lenses straight behind the place where we're taking an image. I also want to make sure that the bubble level is set up. So this is the bubble level right here, and the way I adjust that is by loosening this knob here and then moving this until the little bubble is inside the big circle. That's approximately there. That's the first leveling procedure. You only have to do this once, and I think that's pretty good right there. Looks pretty straight. Second thing we want to do is we want to level the iPhone. We want to make sure that it's level or flat with this bar. So the way we do that is we loosen this knob on the head and we move it like that. So now that's in position. So the next step is we loosen this knob and we find the position of the iPhone to make it flat this way and to make it flat that way. And this screen basically helps us. It turns green when we have perfect position. So when we have perfect position in both planes, we have a green screen. So let's line up that bar, and then when we're pretty much lined up, we've got a perfect screen. So again, this you only have to do once as well. If you move the phone a lot, you may want to do it again. Let's just double check and make sure this is still flat. So I'm just going to readjust that again. And now we're set up. Let's turn the lights on. So there's the switches. There's a low power switch and a high power switch. We prefer to use the high power switch so we can get maximum distance. So I'm going to move the stand out from the wall or from the subject. I'm going to turn on the plungers or the brakes. We supply this. It's basically a cloth measuring tape. Very simple. And what we want to do now is we want to line the lens up, which is right here, or basically, you know, where this knob is, directly with your client's nose. So let's pretend the client is standing over there and their nose is basically right here. The optimal distance between the camera and your client is 20 to 24 inches. So we're going to set this tape for 22 inches to give us a little bit of play or freedom of movement. So now what we want to see is that this is just in front of your client's nose. So this will, if you do this procedure like this, you'll be able to basically line the camera up in the client's nose. You don't have to touch the nose, just get close in front of the nose. So now we're good to go. Lights are on, camera's on. Let's go to our photo app. We basically want to focus, let the camera settle, and then gently press the capture button. The other thing we can do is we can use the app that allows us to, let me see if I can enable it here. We can access the app that allows us to do a time release. Let's go over here. So we've just set it up to 3 seconds, and now we're going to move it back. So what this allows us to do now when we go to take a picture is when we push the button, there's going to be a countdown timer. So when you do that, you may want to tell your client, close your eyes, push the button, and count down. So 3, 2, open your eyes. 1. The picture's taken with the client's eyes open. And that's basically how you use this product. You can also take the iPhone mount off, and you can put a small digital single lens reflex camera here. You can accomplish that by basically moving the lights out a little bit. And this will allow you to accommodate a larger camera here. And then this light can go into the shoe of the camera. So now you can use a 35 millimeter. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to assisting you with your applications.